Call the meeting to order.
Jenkins?
Yes.
Morris?
Yes.
Testori?
Here.
Kelly?
Yes. Here.
Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There being no consent agenda or unfinished business, we move to section 3, new business. We're going to continue our discussion with the budget. So, obviously Ruth is here tonight, so if there's any further questions or anything, you received your corrected or updated budget in the mail. So, as is our custom, we're going to go page by page through it again.
Or you need a motion to open it back up?
Yes, I am. Tried to go through, well, I was,
Make a motion to approve resolution 2017-13, adoption of the 2017-2018 budget fiscal May 1st, 2017, April 30th, 2018.
I'll second it.
all right. As we said, we're going to go page by page and discuss it. So, with that, page 1, were there any questions, comments, or anything on page 1?
No, sir.
I think a couple went up, but I figured.
Absolutely. I noticed you got your old one and everyone there, so you got the notes. Very good. Page 2, administration.
I have a question. It's not really here. It's actually in council. But that money for the ordinance, should it be in administration instead of council, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, as long as we know what it's for.
Yeah.
It's not really us spending the money to update the ordinance. It's not like it's just for us. I mean, it's a city thing.
Well, I mean, but if that was the case, you'd have to bill each department because you've got law enforcement, water, and electric, which is one way to do it if you wanted to. but-
Well, it'd be in the administration.
No, administration would be one department in the city. So, if it doesn't matter, then Page 3. Page 4.
I didn't have one on page 4.
Page 4, what you got?
Travel expenses, we're not gonna budget anything for travel expenses next year. That was,
For the
I just
council.
saw that one before I walked in the door, so.
We did, that was brought up at the last meeting.
It was that it has to come from somewhere else.
It's fine.
Well, I mean, if it's something we want to change, there is,
I mean, in the last 2 years, it's not been.
it hasn't, so, but at the same time, there is a meeting every year in Chicago.
Well, we used it in 16, 17, that's why I'm asking.
I mean, that would be,
Sure.
it's been 2 years since we've done it, so that means we could put it back in if you wanted to, and then we'd go to Chicago. Whoever wanted to go to Chicago. I mean, there's quite a few.
I mean, that's gonna, what's in there is gonna cover, well, what was budgeted last year would cover almost all of what was spent, so.
Would you like to see that in
was
there?
estimated. And that's up to you, I don't really care.
We took that money and pooled it to
It was
put
more
towards
than the
that,
previous amount, so.
to put towards that 20 is what we did, so.
I think I would prefer that the money be spent on the ordinance upgrade and just getting those books in order personally.
I thought the meeting was very educational in Chicago.
I do too.
I think it's worth doing, especially for the new council members coming on.
Well,
Usually
am I right, wasn't that over the cold weather months?
It's in September.
September.
So we should know before then, hopefully what codification will be, so that there may be some money there to do that.
Um, And I'm going to back you up to 3 real quick. We talked about, it was actually a while ago, last time Ruth was here, the hotel motel taxes on revenues. We talked about putting a line in for funds outgoing versus splitting it up between community relations and miscellaneous and whatever. Is that a line here, or is that separately once it comes out on this paper? Does it need to have a line here?
If you wanted it a separate line, it would be under admin, probably.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I backed up to 3, I didn't catch my notes, I wrote it down. Well, otherwise, where is it? Where is that?
You would have to make up a new line. It would have to be a new line.
So it doesn't have one right now?
No.
Okay.
And it would be 0 though? Or
Well,
would you put,
you could put
well,
we made that,
12,000?
you could put the whole thing, so we said we wouldn't spend the whole thing.
You put your anticipated expenses in there.
So if you made 14, what did our new rule give us? It gave us up to,
Yeah, it gave us up to 5,000, 50% or 5,000, but you got 12,000 coming in roughly. So your recommended budget would be the 12,000 plus the 14,000, and you can still budget. That's your,
12,000 plus.
Not plus
14,000.
you said you got 12,000 a year coming in.
About 12,000 coming
There's
in.
2,000 in it now.
All right, so you could budget 7.
so
It was my understanding from listening to past meetings where you stated that you wanted to take a year off in order to let it build up, to get some push in there.
and then the
And
rules made of the
that's
bill.
why there wasn't anything budgeted this year, because I wasn't told any different.
Oh, it's not a,
So it would be a line item
Payments.
to do that unless you guys really want to take money out of it.
Did we agree not to give up money for a year?
we had talked about it when the fund had an issue.
Oh.
We had talked
We
about
did
it,
talk about it.
but then once you came up with the
Okay.
ordinance to regulate it, it made it less of a,
You could take on page 3 where it says summer festival, because we don't do that any longer. So you could take that line 650 and just change the title and use that line.
It'd be helpful, it'd be a lot easier to track if it was one line in and one line out.
right, that's what we had talked about a little while
So
ago.
we're gonna do that, right?
So what, but you need a number, you're gonna put a number there, you're gonna leave it 0, depending on what we, or just shift from this miscellaneous community relations line.
We've already had, I know that our chambers asked for money, and they use it for the parade.
Well, that's the thing, is the people that regularly count on this are not going to have less of a need. Just because we're in our predicament.
And 1,000 makes it possible with the low numbers.
Right.
1,000 does, it's the big ones that.
That's what I'm saying, if you anticipate 12,000 coming in, and you got 2 now, then
You're not gonna give away 12, you can only give away.
Well, he's saying
8.
6, 7.
but you can give it away to multiple organizations.
Yeah.
You can give the entire lot away to multiple organizations, you can't give more than 5 to one.
Or 50%.
Or
Is it
50%.
lower, or is it the lowest or the highest?
It's the lowest.
Right, so it
So-
could be
so-
only $1,000.
So if
That's
there's
what I'm
2 in there now, you can only give 1,000 out.
saying. Right. So you'll never empty it, the way we got it set up.
Right.
So 8-ish might be by the end of the year.
Well, yeah, sure.
So, or even if you put some in there, it keeps you from robbing other things. Later.
Well, it wouldn't rob it, because it has to come out of the account. I mean, so I'm.
No, I meant the line, I just meant the line, another line, wouldn't shift it from another line later, you'd be doing it now, that's all.
I'm not opposed to changing that summer festival to the hotel motel tax and even just putting down a number of 6,000.
Hotel motel expenses, yes.
Is that an agreed upon
Okay.
correction by everybody here?
I think it's a good one to do, yeah, I think the line definitely has to
Okay.
change.
There we go.
So do we need, so at the end, do we amend with those changes?
Yeah, let's just do
Just
one.
put a
what we'll
collective
rec-
amendment with changes? Okay.
This is going on line 650, correct?
Yes.
511-650.
What we'll do is we'll have one motion for all of the amendments,
Okay.
and then we'll have a second, we'll have any further discussion, and then we'll vote on that, and with that, we can vote on the budget, unless there's something that there's just no reconciliation.
Where are you taking the 6 from? Did you
It goes to the
decide that?
hotel motel. So that means
It
that,
doesn't have to shift from within that,
no, because that money is Comes out of one account.
Okay.
The hotel tax,
What you're talking about is the bottom line. There is,
Yeah, I just didn't know if
there
it
is
was-
some cushion at the bottom line.
Okay.
If you see the page 13, it'll show you there's 37,000, but
So you can use
So
it from the
you can-
cushion there.
then they'll knock it down to 30.
Okay.
So that'll have 6,000. Is that how that's working?
yeah, I thought that would be,
Be the budget?
end of the year, we can have 6 or 8 in there. Page 4, was there anything there? You said you had something on page 4, didn't you?
There it is.
Got it?
Yeah,
Page,
Travel
yeah, we already
expenses.
took care of that.
page 5,
This is something that come out on several pages, the dues, publications, and subscriptions. We spent more than we got budgeted, which I'm fine with because I want the guys to get training and publications they want and need. But we're still budgeting less than what they're spending.
which line item was that?
Well,
521, 650,
We
560.
dropped it.
561, this past year, we advertised clear across the United States for several different law enforcement positions.
Okay.
That's why it was up. The chief of police said drop it back down to the 1,200.
That's what I wasn't thinking. I was thinking that was something different.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then,
I was thinking that was like trade magazines.
Okay.
Trade information.
no,
All right.
no, all those are free.
Sorry.
All those are free.
I guess I had a question. I'm looking at the recommended budget at the very bottom. We're at 102.2, and we're well above our estimated and even the current for this year. What's different?
What do you mean?
Legal expenses.
That's roughly 22,000 and some change.
But legal expenses is up
Is that where
Major.
that's from?
25,000
Okay.
with a $3,000 budget.
Vehicles down.
The maintenance part of the vehicles too has got, who dropped because of the new vehicles.
Gotcha. Okay. I know some of that changed.
We actually, and Ruth went back and watched the video and plugged these numbers in. Then all three of us sat down and went over it. We actually found a mistake. If it's not on your page on 550, you'll see it's $79 off. So we did go back over these because for communications, you see that?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
actually
yeah.
spent $77,079, but so we corrected that.
Page 6,
Okay.
page 7,
Page 6, I'm sorry.
you have page 6?
Equipment, are they not planning to budget for any equipment this year, for anything?
Talking with the chief, besides the new cars, he's applied for 2 or 3 different grants, and I believe his thought is if he can't get them that way, then it'll just have to wait a year.
Okay.
Page 7,
I'm good.
page 8, no correction was made. Page 9,
Okay.
or was there any on page 8? I'm still looking.
I'm on 2 separate pages, I'm sorry. I'm good.
Good on 8, page 9. Recreation. Yeah, Clark did not have a quorum there, so they have not met on the roof. They've rescheduled their meeting for May 6th. Page 10, go with the park. Page 11, this is full.
I do have one, because we still have a full-time employee on there.
We talked about the whole full-time season,
Right.
can we just put it all in part-time? I mean, are we really talking
Makes more
part-time?
sense.
Or just make it seasonal, I mean, it's,
Is that it merges on the one line, that's the only
Yes.
line it merges on.
Yeah, it doesn't really change anything.
No, it doesn't change anything, I understand, but it's just,
Well,
I mean, you budget for it.
it's gonna look 200% over on one line, and it's gonna look
Sure.
under 0% on the other one.
Right.
I understand.
So the correction is to remove just
I think it would just be
Would you zero out
salaries
full-time?
in general.
Yeah, you could just, part-time seasonal,
Okay.
And then you shift the 15 down.
just make it one line. Does that make sense, Ruth?
Yes.
page 12.
So we'll be getting rid of 421, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so,
Page 13. This is the overview sheet.
that's just included the 20,000 for the,
Yeah,
okay. Nothing changed, well,
Well, in the bottom
nothing
one,
changed from
the
last time
6,000.
estimated. Because we had estimated $0 last time.
Right, put up to 9,000. And it'll
and
drop
that was
6,
something we asked for, yeah.
We're good.
it'll drop 6,000 when you make that adjustment too.
Yep.
Page 14 is in different fund accounts. I don't even think we had any objections on that of the last time. Page 15,
If we just had that error fixed, which is perfect. Get it back.
very good. 16, this is the IMRF, working cash. There was something there.
Yeah, we had this question last time too. How come our estimated was less than our current?
Current.
Was that because of,
On page 16,
The
yeah,
lining up.
it's not a line, it's just available?
oh, no, that's available. That's dollars available. It's
Sure.
lower, yeah, available at the end. That means we've spent more and it's going down.
I got you. Okay. There was something wrong or different last time.
Am I right on that?
I didn't make any changes to those, I don't believe. I think that what I understood the question was that more money was spent out than what we were bringing in.
Is there another IMRF
Right
payment
here.
going out this month? Because if there is, then there would be more money coming out and that would make that balance, correct?
Well, there's an estimated. This doesn't have any of April's in it.
The available
So
at the
see,
end of the
once you
fiscal
take
year goes
April's
down.
IMRF donations, you might be right there. Got it.
80.
The available at the end of the fiscal
280.
year goes down.
Yeah, that's what I thought the question was,
Yeah.
when I was watching the tape, and I watched it several different times. And the reason, all this, okay, is your special revenue funds mainly come from property tax. That's how they're funded. And so you have a certain amount that you have to be within your 104% and not spend over. So you have some things that are maxed that you can't do, but
That's what that is.
the IMRF, the,
The library.
no, it's not library, there's three different ones there. And the insurance fund, you can tell, it's got a nice cushion in it. And it's got some money in it, so you can take some of that levy that you take less out of that this next levy and put it into the FICA and the insurance. I think it's insurance, isn't it? Or IMRF. Insurance is good, the others are running low. So basically, you just don't levy as much for the insurance, but you levy more for those two. So, but that won't happen, we'll levy that way this year, but it won't happen until the next year to build that fund back up. And then we shouldn't see this.
Scott, does that make sense? Sure, put that.
Yeah.
No, we see the difference too, so, page 17. Good. Page 18. There were questions?
It wasn't a question about it, just more of if Larry could talk to them about specifying, maybe giving them certain codes so that when they write a check, and we talked about it, you don't know where it goes to or what it's for. If they could give you a code of expenses, or purchases
She was
of
in
rental.
today and went over all of that with me today.
That way it would be
Question
line
on
item.
the library fund when we go back.
I thought there was.
Yeah, and she was in today and went over all of that with them.
That was I remember talking about that as a future.
Was there utilities for the library?
Yeah, gas, electric, water.
The city pays the utilities for lights and water for the library.
Oh, that's some electric lines for it too.
Yeah, they have gas that they pay.
We're good. I misread something. I thought that said 10,000 last time.
Page 19 is a summary. Page 20. Tip. You dropped that 200,000, didn't you?
The one below that was short, 100,000.
That's right. That's right.
Somehow we missed that
We
part.
had something over here where we didn't budget anything for
Yeah.
for
The
887.
debt service, and those
And
were,
that changed.
yeah, that was changed also.
The developers went up 100.
'21 enterprise funds, water revenue.
The question I had was that, and maybe I missed it before, is that it went from $19,000 to $110,000. Did we forget something? 4349? And whatever was fixed between last meeting and this meeting, they jumped that.
No, oh, I see what you're saying.
Like maybe it was just an error from before it was fixed, or...
Well, if we're currently at 15.9, how are we going to be at 110? Is there?
So I wonder if there was an error, a forgotten zero or something. Or the big payment
Look
this month.
on, you're on page 21, municipal utility tax.
Oh, you're talking about utility tax, okay. Basically, what that is when people pay the municipal utility tax with their bills here. That's the city's portion. And I do a transfer at the end of the year. That's why it hasn't been done.
So that's why it jumps.
And so I just, the estimated, I was just basically for my knowledge, to try to make the estimates the best I could. And I didn't think that you guys were going to see that, and I didn't put in, I'd say, I could see the difference, but.
Oh, yeah, I saw it jump
Yeah.
giant, so it should be
So-
up in the
Yeah,
100,000s.
that's usually what it is every month, and I won't know till the final bills come in. Their payments is how I do it at the end of the year. And I just do the transfer from where it came into the municipal.
I'm just glad it's there now.
Page 22.
It is
That-
on-
What's I need to go back.
Yep, which page, 19? Or 22?
We had these
Oh, inter-office
inter-office
charges, yeah.
charges.
Forgot about that.
Those changed.
The overall recommended did not. And that's, once again, it's done at the end of the year as far as a transfer at the very end of the year. So I just put in the estimated.
On expenditures? Because that's an expenditure,
That's an
correct?
expenditure from the water fund, from the sewer fund, and from the light fund, and it goes into the general fund.
Oh, it's transferring from this fund to that other one.
That's the interfund transfer, yes.
So, okay, so you got 66 there, and then on the next page, it's transferred from the MUT, and it's 55,000, and
But
goes,
that's totally different. MUT is different from the interfund transfers.
okay. Because they were both zero the last time we got that.
And the transfer, that transfer is, it's all transferred into water, and then part of it goes into sewer, and that's where the 55 comes, half of it goes, that's how it goes.
That answers your question.
And the rules for each fund. So we had to,
Yes.
Back on page, we still on 22,
I'm good.
23.
I just matching some numbers there.
It's a small question. The first line of building and property maintenance, they spent $1,000, there's nothing budgeted for it. Is that something we'll spend again?
Well, I think that 1,000 is just probably some stuff, I'm that's kind of guessing here, okay? Because Calvin's not here to answer that one, honestly. But I would assume that, and I do know that with the EPA coming out there, they did a lot of painting and stuff, kind of sprucing the place up. So hopefully the EPA won't come back and we won't have to do that painting for a while. But that would be my guess. It's not a super big amount, and so.
well, there's extra in the equipment maintenance, you almost want to see 1,000 and 4,000 versus, but like I said, he's not here, so
No,
I'm sure that's where they use it from.
yeah. Well, I see a lot of the zeros have been filled in, so I appreciate that.
You going back?
Just looking back at something. We've not gone far enough, I think. Go ahead.
24.
What is the other income on 4389?
That bumped up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Between our current and our estimated.
Right above the MUT transfer.
That is the auto cost repayment.
What's that?
That's, Calvin had explained
Auto
that.
floss is out the sewage treatment plant. It's a chemical that keeps the solids from settling, keeps them.
And that was reimbursed. He said that
Yes.
when
Oh,
he
so
purchased
to
that,
account for
and
it.
then, yeah, he said it was reimbursed.
Oh.
To account for it as a,
All right. There- The sewer department, is there unemployment insurance under another fund? It has no expenditure for unemployment insurance.
The enterprise funds, which are the ones that are supposed to be self-sustaining, the water, the sewer, and the electric, that they have that line item, but it's been paid out of insurance for the last several years, so that these can, that we get the money in for insurance and there's enough money in that fund.
Okay.
But we can put it back to both of those at some time, but we're just trying to let everything
All right.
full.
26.
There's a one-time vehicle maintenance, is that the 45,000 on 614?
You on page 26?
Yeah.
Yep.
System maintenance.
System maintenance, yeah.
Okay, system maintenance, what now? What's your
Was
question?
that a one-time expense? 40?
That's that thing going down, it's that thing.
Well, what we had there was, we had the sewer. We had those lift stations went down.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We had 2 lift stations, and so
All right.
that would be system.
And operating supplies, that was the 652.
Operating supplies?
Yeah, they got 22,000 spent and 15,000 budgeted.
Right.
That would be spending on those chemicals that he got reimbursed in a whole separate file, or possibly?
Yeah, I'm not sure right now what the difference is.
I feel like we asked him about that, but he said they had a lot of fix-it, I mean, they had a lot of breaks to deal with.
Mhm.
Well, on the water side, you're correct. I would say anything with that, though, is going to be based out there at the sewage treatment plant.
Is chemicals separate, or could it be something like that, or that,
For operating supplies out there, it could be a little bit of everything. Mostly, it would be mostly associated with chemicals.
when you talk about having a reimbursement, I mean, it still has to go out from somewhere, so.
Right. You have to show it legal.
You must not be expecting it that bad to get.
Well, they're 10,000 under budget, under the budget from last year, so that there would be room to put that 10,000 in there if it was, that's mostly regular expense. Or 3,000 under. All right. I'm good with it.
27. Utility rates. I think we got any increases there. 28. $29.
Obviously, we got rid of a couple lines of zeros there.
Final page is 30 and
On the 915, the state utility tax, that's coming in or going out?
Expense.
that's an
It's
expense.
both. It comes in through the utility bill for people, we charge it and then they turn around and pay it to the state.
Okay. I just think that what we did last year is more than what we expect next year. I didn't know if we're getting less or spending less.
That shows that on expenditures.
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have a line for revenue on it, so it's tougher to follow that one. But
Yeah, that's part of it,
it's grouped,
yeah.
electric charges.
Mhm.
It's lumped in, so it's harder to see.
Okay.
As long as it evens in
Yeah.
and out, that's what we want to see, isn't it? That's what everybody wants to see.
Is there any other comments, questions, discussion about the budget as a whole?
Just looking at the two. Just
Two.
the two.
This one or next year's?
I have one. And
Yes.
it's back on page 8, and Fred said he was gonna get with you about the operating supplies. And that was one that I'm missing. But was that something that's gonna be regular expense, line 652 on page 8?
I've got my old one circled, but he never said why the,
I just wondered if that was gonna be a regular expense for something that they use
Well-
or need, or...
they built an office out there. I think that they might have maybe not tracked it as well as what they should have. So they never had an office in that large green building. They had to sit in the shop with the cold equipment during the winter and everything. So they did build themselves an office. So I think they had some expenses there a little bit above and beyond.
That's fair.
Kinda.
I just wondered if it was gonna be something that was regular.
I don't believe so.
Any other questions, concerns, comments about the budget as a whole? We would entertain a motion,
Make a motion to amend
you know,
line 511.650 to read hotel motel expense. And then remove line 555.421 and move those numbers to line 555.428.
that was cool.
That's cool.
Is there
Full-time.
I'll second it.
any discussion on that? Roll call?
Demar's? Yes. Kelly?
Yes.
Chesterly?
Yes.
Jenkins?
Yes.
Motion carried.
When you're ready, roll call on the budget?
Jenkins?
Yes.
Demar's?
Yes,
Kelly?
Yes.
Chesterly?
Yes.
Motion carried.
focus on the amendment.
Huh? Yeah, that was the amended budget. Entertain a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Call it.
Demar's?
Yes.
Kelly?
Yes.
Chesterly?
Yes.
Jenkins?
Yes.
Motion carried.